Welcome to Kerbal Space Program. Let's go into the vehicle assembly building, and we're gonna load a ship. Let's load the KSP-7, I think. And now we wait for it to load because it's slow. There we go. And let's see. I don't want to launch the identical rocket under a different name, so we need to change something about this design. I'm thinking perhaps, oh no, it should be the rockets at the bottom because that would be easier to change than the other stuff. Yeah, alright, let's change the view a little bit. Yeah, this will hold together well already, so let's take off these fins. And sorry it's a bit slow. Come on. And now we need to put on radial decouplers. So we'll grab those, and we need to turn the symmetry on. Dang it. Okay, click there. And now we go over here, and we want this. Solid boosters. Oh yeah. And let's put this high up because I know we already have a resting point for the rocket. I don't want to change that and break it again. Alright, that looks good. Now we need the structural, the winglets. There we go. And we're gonna position those lower on it. I don't know how much difference that makes. I just like it like this. And that looks good. We're gonna rename this to, oh wait, before we rename it, let's move these up. And it's not moving. It's the lag. I always get a ton of lag in the editor. But we want these radial decouplers to go off along with the rest of the bottom stage. And we want these engines and these winglets at the bottom stage as well, because I don't want to have to push space twice to get going. That's kind of bothersome. Alright, this is looking good. We renamed it to KSP-8. Now we're going to click save, because I want to save the design for later. I always save my rockets just in case I want to do it again, or for whatever reason something goes wrong or something. And now we're waiting for it to catch up. We clicked launch. It's slow. Sorry that I'm using Bandicam, but it's the only thing I can use. I need to buy a license or something, and I hate how their little watermark is directly over the altimeter, however you say that word. But anyhow, okay, we got everything set up. We got the SAS on. It looks like we're gonna clear the tower. Yeah, we're gonna clear it. So let's launch. Oh yeah. Solid power. I'm just gonna be quiet now. I love the sound of this rocket. Oh yeah, actually I have something to talk about. I'll go ahead and talk about that while it's launching. While I'm launching, if you want me to put a satellite in orbit or something, or do something and name it after you in this game, leave a comment below. I think that'd be cool to do. I'm stealing this idea from Try Dying to Live, who's made a bunch of excellent KSP videos. You should go check that out. I'll put a link to him in the description. That'll be cool. Oh, my engine's overheating. Gonna turn it down just a touch. And now back up. Oh, no. Sometimes I can turn it down and then back up right away and it'll work again. But not this time, it seems. Anyhow, if you want me to name something after you while I'm playing this game, go ahead and leave a comment and I'll record it. I'll record launching something for you. I've already launched, I launched, I think, two rockets named after R. Turner. There's one of them right there. It's on a weird orbit. I decided R. Turner sounded like a great name for a satellite orbiting at a weird orbit. I launched a whole ton of Mad Mikes, which is basically a giant station in orbit now. I forget when I see it. Oh, there's a KSP-7 and the Munar 2, I think, or Moon R3 that are over in orbit of the moon already. That's where we're going, by the way. We're going to the moon. Uh, well, actually, we're going in orbit of the moon. We're not going to land there. This craft does not have the ability to land. I'm just checking my altitude. Well, the apoapsis of my altitude so that I can see where I need to stop burning and start turning or whatever. Which is now, by the way. I'm not going to stop burning, but I'm going to start turning. I'm going to turn on this RCS to help me turn a bit. And let me think, what else was I going to say? Tell me if you like the KSP. I'm going to try and do like some tutorial videos for KSP and like have some Uber rockets that you can download and stuff, because I think it would be cool and fun to do such a thing. Let me know if you like it. I don't know. And maybe I should start using Bandicam more often, even though it has that watermark, because that watermark isn't that annoying to me. I don't like XSplit's watermark, because it's like in the bottom right corner. It's really annoying. But Bandicams I'm perfectly fine with, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see. Okay, our orbit is... yeah, we're doing pretty well. Okay, we've gotten pretty close to the apoapsis now, so we're going to start accelerating towards the yellow marker on our little HUD thing down at the bottom corner, bottom center, I mean. We want to try and stay as near to the apoapsis as possible, because that'll allow us to be more effective in lengthening our orbit. As you can see I'm doing, I'm trying to make our... well, right now it's not even an orbit yet, but I'm making it an orbit by messing with the throttle, going up and down, trying to stay near the apoapsis while accelerating. And, oh, we're almost there. We're almost got an orbit. It's kind of annoying once you get close. Oh, that's Satellite 3 and KSP2 and whatever that other one was. I didn't even notice. Yeah, I don't know if I've kept up the illusion well enough so far, but I'd like to think I have. I actually played this a while ago, and Bandicam just records game sound. It doesn't record you at the same time. So I'm actually watching the clip and recording my voice, talking about what I was doing. It feels very weird to be recording in this method, but I suppose it's a little better, at least for this, because it allows me to gather my thoughts more about what I want to say. Of course, right now, I'm still sort of doing it live because I have to watch it and record at the same time, and I kind of don't know what I'm going to say, except that I don't like how Bandicam, because I have the free version, limits my recording to 10 minutes. I already skipped ahead a little bit, and I'm going to run out of that first 10 minutes pretty soon, and I remember it threw me off while I was playing because I had to quickly like pause and exit and go turn Bandicam back on, and it was just annoying and horrible and stuff, and time warp. Also, you're going to see the apoapsis and periapsis kind of glitch out a bit when I get close here, because they what do you call it? Because they start to switch because they get so close to each other. See, I don't like the way it starts to glitch out when you start getting really close, because, and that's the reason I don't want to make a perfect orbit. Like, I have enough fuel left in some of my things in orbit where I could have made them into a perfect orbit, but I didn't want to because I hated the way it glitched out so much. It was really annoying. Okay, and so now we're at our orbit that we want to stay at, just about. My apoapsis, my periapsis, they look good. So I am going to turn off the RCS because I just realized it's been on a while, and that's a bad thing because I need that fuel for later. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need that fuel for later because I've made some mistakes in this. I've made quite a few mistakes. Like I said, I'm recording my voice after I played, so I already know the mistakes I'm going to make when I'm going into lunar orbit. I don't know if those are caught on film, unfortunately, due to the fact that Bandicam only lets you record for 10 minutes, and one time did not alert me when it quit recording. and I only noticed after a little while when I noticed that it was giving me a green frame rate counter instead of a red one, because it gives you a red one when you're recording. There we go. I found the moon. I was looking for the moon right there, and I got to speed up time because basically I want that moon to be setting when I start accelerating to meet up with the moon. Except what I just said is completely wrong. I got the timing wrong. That was one of my. I'm pretty sure that's one of my very first big mistake on this video. Is I waited until the moon set to start my burn to go towards the moon, and that's the opposite of what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to wait until the moon rised, and then I was supposed to do the burn. See, I was treating it like I was going towards 270 for my orbit when I went to 90 degrees. And so, I did things backwards, which is, as you're going to see in a few minutes or whatever, it ended up very badly for my orbit. Like the mission time, my mission time ends up being several days instead of an hour or so, because I ended up, what do you call it? I ended up taking several orbits around Kerbin, waiting for the moon to snatch me out of orbit. That was a weird graphical glitch right there. Anyhow, I'm just gonna fast forward to where I accelerate and whatnot, because that'll be more interesting than me just talking while nothing interesting happens at all. Okay? Okay, and now you can see me trying to figure out why I'm not accelerating, because I'm trying to accelerate and, oh, I've run out of fuel. How lovely. Okay, let's switch to our next tank and start accelerating, and as you can see, we start accelerating here. It makes the other side of the orbit go way out, and that's the cool thing about the way orbits work. And I didn't know this until Try Dying to Live showed that to me several times in his videos, because his videos are cool about KSP. So now I'm accelerating rapidly, and oh, I just overshot. I tried to turn it off as quickly as I could, but my apoapsis is a little high. To begin with, my apoapsis, it should be up in the top left sort of area. That's where it should be if I timed it right, but as I said before, I timed it way off, so it's way in a different place. Now, if you look down at the bottom, you can see I've turned my ship around, and I'm going to start accelerating a little bit, and you'll see my apoapsis drop back down a bit. And whenever I decide to, there we go, yep. And now, here's the fun part. I have to wait for my orbit to reach the moon, which takes a couple orbits, and I'm gonna fast forward this for you because I know you don't want to watch it in wait as long as I had to wait. Ooh, whew, that's the cool part. That's the part you don't. That's the part that's really awesome. But then I have to slow down again when I get close. But you're gonna see what that ended up like. And so now we fast forward. Oh look, there was the debris of Mad Mike 6 or 7, and oh, the moon is right near our apoapsis, but we're not gonna get there while it's there. And we go on board, and we waiting, and whoa, around again, and this time it's probably gonna be timed right, so I'm gonna slow time down to normal, in the editing process. In the game, I'm going as fast as I possibly can. And we go out here, and like a fool, I don't think to turn it down, I turn it, and then, oh, crud. I am really close to the moon. Where is it? I don't see it. Where is it? I'm gonna die. Or actually, no. I'm using the orb thing there to try and see where to go. And here's where I make a lot of mistakes and burn up a lot of fuel. Because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just being stupid. And basically, this ends up very badly. And I see that I'm about to run out of the clip that I have here. Because, like I said, I'm editing right now as I'm talking. I'm about to run out of this clip, And like I said, this is the part where it didn't warn me. And as you can see right now, I'm accelerating sideways, which means I'm actually only changing where I'm falling from, really. So I realize this and start turning because I realize how bad I'm doing. And this doesn't end well. Let's just put it that way. It doesn't end well. And see right there, I thought for a moment that I was okay, but I wasn't. And things got worse. And now this is the final result, though. I got into an orbit, a very, very crazy orbit, and I'm in orbit, and you can see I'm on my last tank of fuel, and apparently I don't have RCS anymore. Oh, no, it's because I'm not using it. It doesn't show it. But yeah, I am low on fuel. I have RCS fuel, which can help when you're far out in space, actually. But yeah. So yeah, that was my playing through of that, and it was very fun. This is an older clip that didn't record with audio, unfortunately. This was using the demo version of the game, and I made this plane and flew it, and this is me landing it, but I realized that it's not going to work. I'm not going to land properly. So what do? I use my emergency eject feature, since I designed this capsule with an emergency eject like that, because I don't know why, I just did. And there you can see it explode landing there. And that's how it would have landed if I was on it.